Greetings YouTube and welcome to the Blue Corner. In this video we're going to do something a little bit different in that I'm going to, just for the hell of it, try and see if I can guess the contents of the upcoming Naoki Ishida Trial Deck that will be released in Japan within a couple weeks. Naoki's first fight is this weekend, at least I believe it's going to be, so we'll probably see something from there. And with it we'll finally get confirmation of what Naru's do in Standard, but just for fun, I want to see if I can guess the majority of what will be in Naoki's Trial Deck, because aside from 3 new cards that weren't in there to begin with, I think it's actually going to be a reskin of the first Narukami Trial Deck, which is Resonance of Thunder Dragon. So I'm going to go over the contents of this and see which cards from here are probably going to be in there, as well as just give some quick thoughts on what they could potentially do. So what we do know is in the Naoki Trial Deck is we do know that Great Composure Dragon is in here. He is the boss monster. Then we also have Recklessness Dragon and Lizard Soldier Riki. Let's see. One second here. They don't have the picture that I saw the other day. I will quickly correct this. Here we go. So, yeah, they don't show these guys on the Wikia, but as you can clearly see here, we have Recklessness Dragon as this card on the left, and Red River Dragoon as this card on the right. And if we could look over Recklessness Dragon and take a look at his original incarnation, we see that, yes, these two are very much the same guy. So, let's see here. What did this guy do? Soul Blast 1 gets 1000 power until end of turn. This could be literally anything, and I do believe Lizard Soldier Riki was also the same thing. As for what Red River Dragoon will do, he's probably going to be the 9k 0 shield vanilla that Exile clans get. And I wouldn't be surprised, because Red River Dragoon is the 8k vanilla of Narukami in past time. I also want to point out that this guy's artwork is dope. Holy shit, they're doing this thing justice. Now, as far as Great Composure Dragon goes, if I recall correctly, Naoki uses this to defeat Corrin solely because it had a bigger stat line than what her cards are able to get over, being a 12k base. And I think that might still play a part in it. My theory is that he's going to have his usual 12k stat line, but he'll have some kind of passive ability that gives him an extra 2 or maybe even 3k buff that applies even on the opponent's turn. And if it's bind zone oriented, then you know what? Maybe if your opponent's at 2 or 3 cards bound, he becomes a static 14k. I could see that being what Naoki uses to beat her, because she'll be coming at him with an Ezel deck. And as we all know, Ezel can't hit numbers. It can't hit very high numbers at that. So, yeah, I could actually see Great Composure Dragon with some kind of stat buff completely stonewalling it. As for another possible effect, I would not be upset if it was just an on-ride Dragonic Vanquisher sparking, so bind 1 from field, bind 1 from drop, or just on place, bind 1 from field. I do want field binding, because I do feel like, 1, it would have synergy with Thunderstrike, and 2, it would be a form of removal that's not exactly a direct copy of Kagero. I mean, it would be like Kagero, but at the same time, you're permanently killing the things that are gone, and it gets around Promise Daughter, which, as I've talked about before, is very good for a removal kind to have. Gear Chronicle also has a way to get over Promise Daughter, but I think they only have a couple means, whereas if Narus have multiple ways of getting over the this card cannot be retired by effects type of cards, then that could be good for them. So that's what we know is in the trial deck so far. Now, as for what else is in this trial deck, let's take a look over at Resonance of Thunder Dragon. Because if Red River Dragoon is in this trial deck, then there's a good chance that some of these other cards from the trial deck will be in here. And let's get started. So as far as the triggers go, I think we're going to be getting the exact same 4 triggers as the originals, such as Yellow Gem Carbuncle, Old Dragon Mage as our draw trigger, Demonic Dragon Nymph and Seiobo as our heal trigger. I also believe that Malevolent Djinn will be our other crit trigger in this set. And then our front trigger will most likely be Zephyr Hayate. Yeah, and they'll just have the same things as always before. Plus 10k on offense, defense when they're checked, and then the obligatory shield value. The Forerunner I see being Lizard Soldier Sishin. No reason to change that. So, on ride, draw card. I will be a bit saddened that it's not Lizard Soldier Sishin, because I just always liked that guy's card, but yeah, Sishin's probably going to be there. And then, let's go over our, most likely the backup grade 3 is the old classic Thunderbreak Dragon. This is my pick for what will be a gift grade 3, but it doesn't do anything on Vanguard. Instead, it's probably going to be a numbered attacker on Rearguard and have some other kind of ability. I would not be opposed to him being a Battledore clone, much like how Twin Swordsman Musashi exists for Murakumo. If he has basically Musashi's effect and a similar condition for it, then you know what? This might be the other grade 3 we play alongside Great Composure and Detonics. Side note, I'm not quite confident that Vermilion will be in the core booster set. I think there's a good chance he'll be passed over in favor of probably Detonic Stinger Dragon, or we might not even get a triple rare grade 3 in the set. Our triple rare and orange rare might actually be Hammer Knuckle Dragon or Dragonic Death Scythe. But in any case, yeah, Thunderbreak's the one I'm picking. It's a Thunder Dragon. Naoki played a variation of this in the form of Vowing Sword Dragon in the other series, and his Limit Break 4 pretty much would translate onto Rearguard Circle quite efficiently. And yeah, I don't see him having any other effects, although I wouldn't be opposed to on-ride pop a thing. But yeah, I see this being our backup grade 3 in the trial deck. The other grade 3s that were in the original trial deck were Djinn of the Lightning Flash, which that's also another possibility, is that we could see the Djinn line come back in, and they would have very similar effects. They get big, but they can't attack rearguards. That's actually quite XL-like. And what the hell does this Plasma Bite Dragon do? Kind of +1 when it attacks, it gets big. Yeah, that's also a possibility. So Thunderbreak Dragon and Plasma Bite Dragon, those will be one of those two will be the other grade 3 in here. Then moving on to the 2s, which ones we see coming over here? I mean, granted, not all of them will be in here because one slot has already confirmed for what's his face, Recklessness Dragon. So the one that I think is pretty obvious will be Thunderstorm Dragoon. Yeah, it's the quintessential grade 2 10k vanilla of old Narukami. And if Red River Dragoon is in the set, then so is this guy. Yeah. What else can I really say about him? He'll be 9k, and if Nahalem is anything to go off of, he'll be Counterblast 1, do something. Lucian deck? What the hell is this? KA D5 Lucan deck. And, right. Yeah, he was in the original trial deck, but then they also printed him in set 6 as a rare on top of that, which is why mine shiny. KAD5 Kero Ace Pack 3. What the hell is in here? Okay. Mostly gold paladin, but it has Nars in it as well. Well, that's a piece of trivia that I never expected to find out. Moving on, let's see. Shield Blade Dragoon. When it intercepts, it gets big shield. I don't see that being in here. Djinn of the Lightning Flare. I could see this one coming in. Very much the same thing as the other ones. It gets big, but can only attack vanguards. And yeah, it's just a big beefy beater, which for Axel would work. And Brightjet Dragon. When it attacks, if a number of your cards in your hand is listed to your opponent, this unit gets power plus 3,000 until end of battle. I could see that being a Nubatama thing, if anything else. So, our most likely grade 2s for this trial deck will be Thunderstorm Dragoon, Recklessness Dragon, and then probably Djinn of the Lightning Flare, or Brightjet Dragon, or we get something new. And then for the grade 1s, let's see, Lizard Soldier Riki, yeah, that's been confirmed. And the original version of this guy was counter +1, get power plus 1,000 until end of turn. Let's see. Given that both Recklessness and this guy are featured in the trial deck, and I believe they will be foils, they're probably going to have some kind of effect. Recklessness Dragon, I could see as a big beater. This guy, maybe he could be the same as Bar or something similar, where he has an in-place ability that changes card economy between one of the two players. Most likely you just pick something off, or it can attack from the back row or something like that. Or maybe it's a grade 1 that can just swing by itself solo. But then again, there's another card in here that I could see that being. Red River Dragoon, we've already gone over. Ooh, right. These 3 cards. We have Lightning of Hope Helena. So, this is the Airmo clone that Narukami has. And, if this guy doesn't get into the core set, in the booster set, in the trial deck, then yes, I could actually see him going into the core set and maybe he'd act as a countercharge engine. It would either be him or Rising Phoenix. I do believe like a big thing that will help this clan out is if we have countercharging and maybe even some kind of draw power to work with. But Narukami traditionally doesn't have much draw power, but the countercharging I could see happening. So yeah, I don't think Helena will be in the trial deck. Well, Helena could be in here, but I could also not be in here. Djinn with the Lightning Spark. If we get the other 2 Djinns, then I think this is a given. And yeah, when it attacks, it gets plus 1,000, so it's a 10k beat stick. It's a potential 12k grade 1 on attack. Yeah. Now that I'm doing more and more of this, I'm starting to think that we're probably going to be getting the Djinn line in addition to your Great Composure Dragon. And the Djinn line wouldn't be that bad. Let's see here. Moving on, we have Dragon Dancer Rai. Let's see. It's Thunderbreak Dragon support, so no, it's just not going to happen. And then Wyvern Supply Unit. When this unit is placed on rear guard, choose one every Narukami, and that gets power plus 2,000 until end of turn. Yeah, I could actually see this being in this trial deck and doing something that's completely different from this. And, yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. So, if I quickly write down a list and put it on Notepad, we should have. So, with all that in mind, this is my list of the predicted units that we're going to be getting in this trial deck. Because the thing I forgot to mention while going over the cards is that we're going to be getting our Grade 1 Perfect Guard in the set. That will be a new unit. The Grade 1 PGs in standard format have all been new cards. And Wyvern Guard Gold will be our Draw Perfect Guard in the core set. So, with that being said, here's a quick recap. Great Composure Dragon is confirmed. Djinn of the Lightning Flash is our most likely backup grade 3, and it's going to be a strictly rearguard oriented card. Recklessness Dragon will also be your lead grade 2, but it'll be a foil. Thunderstorm Dragoon will be your other grade 2. Djinn of the Lightning Flare and Brightjet Dragon both have a chance of going in there, and I'm even putting both of them in here because there's going to be the space for them. Then for the grade 1s, we have Lizard Soldier Riki, Red River Dragoon, and a new grade 1 PG, and Djinn of the Lightning Spark in here. Helena will probably be in a core set, or Rising Phoenix will be there. One of those 2 is all but guaranteed. And then for the zeros, we have Lizard Soldier Sishin, Yellow Gem Carbuncle, Old Dragon Mage, Zephyr Hayate, and Demonic Dragon Nymph Seiobo. This is all once again speculative, and we will soon see how many of these I am right or wrong about. And yeah, basically I'm just trying to see, can I predict what Bushiroad will do? Granted, Bushiroad is the kind of company where trying to predict them will give you nothing but headaches, but it involves Nars, and this will be a quite fun thing to do. As for when we actually start getting spoilers, I'm probably going to do the same thing that Different Fight did with Dimension Police, where every week, or maybe every other week, I will do a recap of the known spoiled cards as a video and give my thoughts on them before I finally do a pseudo clan breakdown when the whole set comes together. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, this is Booster89, jacking out.